closure.
Okay. Hello, you guys, and welcome back to another episode of I'll Be the Judge. So today I have another special guest with me, my cousin Skylar.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Hey.
So I'm down here in Austin this weekend, and I decided to go to a Black-owned Austin restaurant. You know, gotta support Black business. Love to keep the money in the Black community. Okay. So we went to Bird Biscuit. They specialize in chicken biscuit sandwiches. They have a wide variety. They got some that are more savory. They got some that's like barbecue flavored. They got one that's real special. It's got cranberry sauce on it. And you know, I told you, your girl like it sweet. So, of course, I went with the chicken holiday. It has peppered white gravy as well as cranberry sauce on it and a fried chicken thigh on a homemade buttermilk biscuit. Skylar, what you get?
I got the queen beak and it has chipotle mayo, but I don't like mayo, so I put that on the side. And then it comes with honey as well. So I'm ready.
Okay, so as you know, we're gonna judge this place on my 5 categories. So 1, the initial taste and smell. 2, the overall flavor of all the food we got. 3, presentation, because you know that's important. 4, texture. And 5, the hardest thing of them all, customer service. So I know Skylar's hungry, so we're gonna get to eating.
Thank God.
You're welcome. Okay, so let's see.
Presentation. This looks good.
I'm here for it. Okay, I will say this. The biscuit to me does look a little dry on the outside, but as I feel it, it's really, oh my God, it's really soft. Like it feels like this moist.
Mine is glistening from the honey. Okay,
so I'm gonna say this. I'm a big stickler on stuff being even and stuff not being messy, and this is really about to make me upset because I don't like the fact that the chicken is coming out of the biscuit. It feels like it just would make it more difficult to eat, and it would make for a messy lunch, brunch, whatever you want to call this. And I don't like when stuff is messy. I don't like getting my hands dirty. I'm a little disappointed about that because that's a big thing for me. But I feel like it's because of all the sauce they have on here. So as far as the amount of sauce, just kidding, can't really see it. So it's not really a lot of sauce on here for me. And I like my food saucy. I like my food kind of wet. But the chicken, the chicken skin is what's really moist, and that's what slid off. I'm going to take my first bite though.
Well, side and hers.
I don't like that. That made me upset. I really don't like that.
Mine is sticking in place. Mine is good.
Mine not.
It has a nice little heat kick to it. And I'm with this. I eat this any day, every day, all day. But I love chicken, so there's that.
Chicken queen?
Period.
I will say this. The chicken is very moist. It's very soft. They cook this chicken right. Something is a little too salty for me, though. I don't know if it's the gravy or the chicken itself. Does your chicken taste kind of salty?
A little.
So I think it's the chicken skin and whatever they coated it with. It's just a little
salty.
salty.
Probably a brine they have.
Whatever it is that they cook the chicken in, it's the chicken that's a little salty. So if you're not really used to eating a lot of salty foods, be aware of that. It's not overpowering though. It's just like when you first taste it, it's just like, oh my God, it's salt. Interesting.
I like the honey, the heat. I like the flakiness of the biscuit. The crunch of the chicken, but it's not too soggy because I felt like the honey was gonna make it really like bland, but it's hidden for me. I'm with mine.
I'm not really a fan of how the chicken does not really feel the biscuit as much as I would like for it to.
But I like big chicken, so I'm okay with it.
Okay, well maybe I got little chicken or something because it's not feeling this biscuit, and I'm just like, so am I eating biscuit and skin or what? Because that's what it feels like.
But I feel like it needs a little more honey, so I'm gonna add a little more.
Is it dry?
A little. The biscuit part is a little dry. Oh yeah, how's the cranberry aspect of it?
You don't really taste all the cranberry.
In contrast with the
gravy? I mean, it's okay. It's not anything special at this point. As I continue to keep eating, it's just like the flavors. I think because the chicken keeps sliding off, it makes everything difficult to eat. The flavors, I can't taste them together, which is really upsetting. I'm just like, I want to taste both of them. I like the salty sweet combination, but it's just not. I can't taste it unless I like, I don't know, get some freaking gravy off of here. I don't know what to do. Let's switch. Let me try yours, the other half, because I'm tired of this.
Excuse me.
You're excused. And tell me what you think of that. Okay, see, this one is dry, so I feel like the chicken has a better chance to stand on the bun or on the biscuit.
Money for you, just in case.
Some honey. Oh, let me try the mayonnaise. I'm gonna try the mayonnaise.
Oh yeah,
because I know you say you don't like mayo. I
don't.
Let me see. Oh, wow. Okay, so this was it. The chipotle aioli mayo.
Yeah,
it's very, very tangy. I like tangy food. I think you should try it. It doesn't like you can taste the mayo. It's really tangy. It's really creamy.
Bacon. They infused it with bacon.
Oh, I think that was good. Yes. I think the bacon flavor adds a nice touch.
I still don't like mayo, so I still taste that. So I'm not with it, but that would be really good on this.
Let me see the knife. Hold on. Let me try it without it and try it with it too. Just give me the knife. I'm going to just keep it over here.
Try yours too. I don't see very much cranberry on
You see, it's not a lot of sauce.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like it. It tastes like a regular chicken biscuit without the aioli on it.
I see what you're talking about. Your chicken slid right out of the
skin. It makes it difficult to eat, doesn't it?
But I like the taste.
It tastes good, but it's just, well, I mean, it tastes okay.
It's a good flavor. I taste a hint. I just feel like it needs more cranberry.
I agree. It does need more cranberry.
And I'm not really a gravy person, but
you can't really taste the gravy. It's not as overpowering, but it adds a nice amount of moisture to the chicken biscuit.
Yeah.
And you can really taste the pepper. When they say pepper,
they say pepper gravy, chicken. This is pepper chicken too, so it's double effect.
I like it. Spicy.
I know that's gonna be good, huh?
Wow.
That bacon flavor.
Try with some honey on there. Hold on.
That honey on there really made it pop.
Okay,
I'm getting more.
You taste it?
More cranberry in there, and I like that.
And I don't think I could get like a consistent, like a bite that was like had everything consistently in there.
Because I'm still not getting that.
Yeah, and that's what I was looking for. Let me try this one. Okay, Haki, this chipotle aioli is very addicting. It's not sweet. It's very tangy. It has that porky bacon flavor, but it doesn't taste fatty. It doesn't taste like it's like, ooh, I'm sick. It's really good, but it's rich enough to where it's just like just enough flavor that you want to keep eating it, but not too rich to where it's just like throw up. Sorry.
I'm trying to eat. Girl, all the chicken gone.
See, and it wasn't a big enough piece of chicken. Show them how much biscuit you have left. Show it in the camera. Put your hand behind it. That's how much biscuit she got left. Too much. It's too much biscuit left.
I got like a fourth of biscuit left over.
That's too much biscuit. It should have been more meat. That's just my opinion though. Wow.
Is it good all together? I just know it's not good.
The tanginess of the aioli.
If I like mayo, I would have been all over that. But I don't, so.
The tanginess of the aioli it matches so wonderfully well with this honey. I just wish they would have put more honey on it.
More honey. Absolutely.
Ooh.
I'm about to eat more of mine.
So I would definitely say when it comes to flavor, they definitely have the right idea on what to mix. They have the right idea.
They do.
I just think execution could be a bit better.
No.
Yeah, presentation was cool. It just looked a little dry. It was in a sleeve, as you saw earlier.
But then when you took it more out of it, well, yours maybe, but mine, when you took more out, that's when it like glistened with all the honey on top.
Oh,
so it was like, okay.
Mine, it looked like, oh, you got gravy on there, and I was like, where is the cranberry? Because I want to see the cranberry spill out too, not just the gravy. But it's fine. It's fine.
Whoop.
So now let's talk. Since you're done eating, so. Overall, what did you think? Like, what would you rate the initial taste and smell? That first bite, first smell.
Smell of these is a little muted, so I'd probably give it more like an 8 or 7. But like when you like really get into it, it's like, okay, yes, I smell the honey for mine.
When we were in the car, all I could smell was the chicken.
Really?
Yeah, literally, all I could smell was chicken.
We're opposite.
Okay. Well, this is why we have 2 people. But yeah, all I smelled was the fried chicken. I said, dang, this smells like some good fried chicken. Like it smelled better than Popeyes, it smelled better than KFC. Yeah, it smelled like it was homemade, like straight out your granny kitchen chicken. That's how you know it smelled good. I was like, ooh, damn, I'm going to Grand house. But yeah, so as far as the smell of it, initially, I would give it like a 9. It smelled very spicy. It didn't smell sweet at all. I would say it just smells like chicken. I don't really smell any of the cranberry, which I was hoping for. And I know cranberry isn't a very strong smell if you don't have a lot of it, but that was an indicator to me that the cranberry was not necessarily the star of this chicken sandwich, even though it should have played a larger role, if that makes sense. They should have put more. They should have made more effort to put more cranberry on there because, yeah, you have a little bit of sweetness, but not enough to combat the saltiness of the chicken, the little bit of salt they put on the biscuit, and then the saltiness of the gravy. It just doesn't balance out as well for me. So as far as the initial taste, I would give it maybe a 7. I would give it a 7. It's just like if there was just a little bit more and they balanced the flavors out a bit more. In total, it's a 7. Yeah. Because after a while, I got bored. Yeah. So as you kept eating, as far as the flavor, yeah. So for the chicken holiday, it's a 7 on the initial taste. Smell definitely gets like a 8. I'll give the smell an 8. Initial taste 7. Flavor, overall flavor for the chicken holiday, I would give it a. I just think it with a 7. It just wasn't as impressive as I thought it was going to be. I was ready for mass combinations of cranberry and gravy, and it just was not there.
It wasn't giving me.
It was not there. It did not give me Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Sorry.
And this isn't necessarily just my bias because I like sweet stuff, but cranberry is sweet and it's tangy, and I think if they would have put more of that, it would have really taken this chicken biscuit to the next level. Yes. Okay. So what did you think of the flavorings for the? For the queen bee.
Queen bee, I love it. I feel like, again, I don't like mayo, but just tasting that really incorporates the honey with it. It does need more honey, as you see. We added more.
Yeah.
It was a little on the drier side sometimes, depending on what bite you took. But overall, I give it an 8
for the flavor.
8.5. Flavor wise, I give that a 9. So that's good.
So the initial taste and smell, you give it an 8.
Yeah. I still buy this every day.
Every day. Okay, every day.
Chicken queen.
Yeah. Chicken queen. Put a crown on your head, girl. Okay, so let's move on to textures. So I guess we could judge them similar. Anyway, doesn't matter. Okay. So as far as the biscuit texture, I would say on the outside it looks dry, but the texture of the biscuit is really, really soft. It's really easy and nice to bite into. The outside is crusty enough to where you have a little bit of biscuit flakes and stuff. And I was just like, oh my God. It adds a nice crunch. The chicken, my chicken on the chicken holiday, it wasn't super crunchy because, you have gravy, so it softens the skin up and adds more moisture to the sandwich. But I feel like, I like soft food, so it works. The only thing I hated that the chicken came out the skin and was sliding around this doggone biscuit. I said, you're making this very difficult to eat. My hands are getting dirty because it's gravy coming out the side and stuff. I'm just like, so what am I supposed to do? I don't like getting my hands dirty. And I will say, touching this biscuit, it is a bit oily. But that's fine. That's to be expected. It's not a big deal. But as far as texture, I think the way everything was prepared was really good. The chicken was really easy to bite into. It wasn't tough. It wasn't dry. So as far as textures, I would give it a 9.
Mine, I probably give it a 9 too. It's just not on the next level. It was a good crunch with the chicken. I love the flakiness of the biscuit. But it's missing something. Yeah, and I just can't put my finger on.
Do you
try it again?
I don't have no chicken left. I have the skin and biscuits, so I could try that, but do you think it was just too much crunch, not enough juice?
Yeah.
I agree with that.
That's why I was adding the honey with it
to
really
give it
boosted it.
Yeah, it just needed a bit more moisture, I would say.
Yeah.
Interesting. So I think maybe if the aioli was on there, it would have
definitely.
But I think they could have also added more honey on there because that would have helped as well.
Yes.
All right, I can see that. So presentation, it looked okay. It just looked dry. That was all. My biscuit just looked dry. It threw me off. But when I bit into it, it was not.
So dry. I get mine a 10.
Why?
Because it was glistening when I took it out.
I would say, okay, yeah, it was cute.
The chicken thickness of it, it looked good. It didn't look like the little skimpy little pieces of chicken. Sorry. Like the little skimpy pieces of chicken that should be getting this on them other places. I'm not going to name no names.
Churches.
But, and, I give mine a 10. Mine was packed up.
Yeah. I could agree. I think the glistening honey on top just made it look like, ooh, get in my mouth right now.
Thank you.
I want you.
Thank you.
I want it.
And I did.
Yeah, because you was hungry.
He was holding me back.
So sorry, my bad. Anyway. I would say, as far as presentation, it was just the biscuit looked dry to me, so I was a little turned off. But I saw that it had sauce. The side I saw had sauce on it, so I was like, oh, it's sauced up. So it looked a lot better than what I actually got. So I would say, as far as appearance, I give it about like an 8. I could see that it just looked like the chicken skin was going to be real crispy, crunchy, crispity, crackety, crunchy, all that. It wasn't super duper crunchy, but it was enough crunch to where it's just like, oh, this is enjoyable, crunch, 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 while I eat it with the biscuit. And I think it like meshed really well. It's like it's enough softness and enough crunchiness to where it's just like, oh, I'm scraping the top of my mouth and I feel disgusting. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'll give it like an 8. It just looked like the gravy was, sitting on there for a little bit, but it's fine. It just looked dry. I don't like dry with. And so the last thing, customer service.
I was a 10.
I agree. Her customer service was a 10. She was very friendly, very welcoming and inviting. And I would go back just to talk to her. Okay, not necessarily, but you know what I mean. If she was at the window, I'd be like, oh, hey, girl. How you doing? I'm going to start a little conversation, but can't do that because of the pandemic.
I'm not a people person.
Okay.
I wouldn't be doing that, but she was nice.
She was very nice. I enjoyed being around her. Her aura spoke to me. It was nice. Well, there you have it, guys. Oh, just kidding. I lied to you. So overall, what would you rate Bird Biscuit?
I give them a 9. For my food options, I give them.
I would say total, I would give them a 9. They really have the idea of how to combine flavors. I just feel like the execution could be a bit better. Mm-hmm. And don't be having my chicken sliding around on the biscuit no more, making it hard to eat. Oh my god. But out of everything we had, I would say they definitely have good quality food. That chicken, oh my god, it's thick. With 3 C's. Thick. It's thick, it's good, it's juicy. Not that juicy. I don't know the rest of the words. But it was good. I would say the food was really good. I was just, I just think there could be better execution when it comes to their layering on flavors and the amount of different flavors they try to incorporate into their biscuit sandwiches. So like I said, Bird Biscuit is located on Manor Road in Austin, Texas. You can order online ahead of time, so you don't have to just sit there and wait. They will text you when your order is ready. Please go out and support. I recommend them. I think they're pretty good, delicioso. Just a little bit better on the execution, and it will be absolutely perfect. So that's it, you guys. That's today's episode of I'll Be the Judge of That. And we'll be seeing you next time. Have a wonderful day. Bye.
Bye, y'all.